Ladies and gentlemen, New Japan Pro Wrestling has set the bar so high again. I don't think any other company that exists right now can top what we just witnessed. The promotion once again put on their version of WrestleMania known as Wrestlekingdom, the 13th event under the name in the Tokyo Dome. What an event. First of all, hello folks, my name here is Steve, and this right here is the Strong Style Podcast. And this, I was inspired to start this podcast. I was like, wow, I really love New Japan Pro Wrestling. How can I share that? Well, here we are. There's not many podcasts made specifically just for New Japan Pro Wrestling. We your boys here, and we cover every event, every match, every big thing that happens in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It'll be right here on this channel. So like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right to it. This event was my first event I watched New Japan Pro Wrestling for a little bit. I was really busy with school and exams, and now I'm back. So I believe this is my first event watching since the finals of the G1 Climax. So I missed a lot, but I've kept up with everything. So I was a little bit hip to what was going on. The opening contest was the number one contender gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team championships, which we all know means nothing. On one side was Chaos, Hiroki Goto, Beretta, and Chucky T versus Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus Taguchi, Togi Makabe, and Toru Yano versus Yuji Nagata, Jeff Cobb, and David Finlay versus Marty Scurll, Hangman Page, and Yujiro Takahashi of The Elite. It was a pretty good match. I honestly would have preferred this match not even happening, and the Bullet Club OG just defending this against some random guys on a Road 2 show. I would have preferred the New Japan Rumble. I think a lot of people would have preferred the New Japan Rumble because the New Japan Rumble was just something fun, something to get you kind of, into the show, something easy, a lot of fun, kind of a little comedy match, but not too much comedy, I guess you can say. I hope they listen to the fans, which New Japan actually does pretty well, and they end up making New Japan Rumble return have the New Japan Rumble make its return next year. But it was a very fine match. I forgot who did. I know David Finlay defeated, I forgot which team. Can't think of it on my head right now because I was so damn tired. He defeated one team with a roll-up, and another team was defeated with a roll-up. I was like, oh, it's too many roll-ups going on right now. Like, sometimes a roll-up is needed if you want to keep somebody strong. But they did back-to-back roll-ups. I really wasn't much of a fan of that. But, in the long run, it was actually a pretty decent match, if I do say so myself. But Yano, Taguchi, and Makabe get the victory after Yano hits the low blow and the roll-up. And now we get into the main card. And with the match that was heavily touted, heavily anticipated, and lived up to the expectation, we had for the Never Openweight Championship, which finally lives up to his name with open weights, Kota Ibushi, one-on-one with the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. What a match. What a way to open Wrestle Kingdom 13, especially for new fans, New Japan Pro Wrestling that aren't used to the style of wrestling or New Japan Pro Wrestling. This might have been a lot of people's first event. And what a way to just show fans, hey, this is just a taste of what you can see with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Will Ospreay was amazing. Kota Ibushi was incredible. Hoping Ibushi was okay. There was a spot there where Ospreay clobbered Ibushi from the back, and Ibushi was motionless. And even after the match, he was stretched out, and apparently that was not a work. That was true stuff right there. They brought a stretcher out, which isn't really custom for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I know in WWE when they bring it out, it's kind of it's not really. It's more of a work. But New Japan Pro Wrestling, it's most of the time, it's the real deal. And I'm hoping Kota Ibushi is okay. But these two really went out there with a chip on their shoulder and felt like they had something to prove. And those two men delivered for the Never Openweight Championship. I am so excited to see. Well, Will Ospreay did get the victory with I forgot what that finishing move is called. Shock something. Double underhook maneuver. Very beautiful move. And he defeated Kota Ibushi to become the I don't think it's IWGP. It's just Never Openweight Heavyweight Championship. Not even heavyweight. I'm sorry. Wow, I'm so tired right now. But Ibushi gets defeated. Will Ospreay, I would love to see what matches he can have with anybody. You know, he talked about at the Fan Fest, he could have matches with heavyweights, junior heavyweights. So I'm wondering who will be Will Ospreay's next opponent. We're probably going to find out at New Year's Dash, most likely. Really excited to see that one. Next up, I'm not sure if I'm going in order here, but the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship was on the line. A new championship belt was introduced for Rev Pro for this match for tonight. Beautiful championship belt, by the way. We had Tomohiro Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr. These two have been going back and forth, along with Minoru Suzuki, for about the past year, as commentary said, for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship, Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. And this was a very, very fine match here. Ishii always brings his A game. He's always coming forward to his opponents. He's just Tomohiro Ishii. He's never gonna be the top guy, but he's gonna kick some ass. And Zack Sabre Jr. is on another level from most of the competitors in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think he surprised a lot of people with this, with how much he accomplished last year in New Japan. But that man, he can contort your body in so many different ways, and he just makes you look silly if you even attempt to break out of it. Or if you think you got him, he's gonna. There was one spot where I forgot what happened. Oh man, I think Ishii might have gone off like the second rope or something, and Zack Sabre caught his arm and put him into an arm bar, and it was like the most beautiful and seamless transition I have ever seen. Every time I see Zack Sabre Jr., he just blows my freaking mind. Like, it doesn't make any sense how good this guy is. And the fact that I believe WWE passed up on signing Zack Sabre Jr. is crazy to me. But he's flourishing in New Japan. He's flourishing in Suzuki-gun, and I hope there's nothing but great things to come for Zack Sabre Jr. But Zack Sabre Jr. did make Minoru Suzuki, Tomohiro Ishii not tap out, but he made him quit verbally, because Ishii did not even have his hands to tap out. Yes, Zack Sabre Jr. had Ishii and a submission hold, where he had both of his hands and both of his legs, and Ishii could not move anywhere. He had no choice, absolutely no choice, but to tap out. Zack Sabre Jr. is your new Rev Pro British Undisputed Heavyweight Champion of this world. Great match there. Next up, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships were on the line in a three-way tag team match. You had Kanemaru and Desperado of Suzuki-gun versus Roppongi 3K of Chaos versus Bushi and Shingo, still can't pronounce his last name, of LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón. This is actually a very fast-paced, great match. I love Shingo. This is my first time seeing Shingo wrestle. I love Shingo. He's a great competitor, and I love the addition of him to LIJ. LIJ has some badass gear. All five members, I believe. We got Bushi, Shingo, Naito, Sonata, Evil. Yes, 5 members of LIJ. All of them had badass gear. That's off topic, but I just love their gear tonight. Apparently, Kanemaru and Desperado have been tag champs for about almost the past year. They said the second longest reign, behind some team at 44 days, which is surprising, because I remember the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships just flipping back and forth, constantly flipping back and forth. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but this match was definitely a barn burner. Maybe not something to write home to, but to me, it was a very, very fine match. The tag team division, which isn't a huge strength of New Japan, does usually deliver in their matches. Kanemaru and Desperado's lengthy reign came to an end as Bushi and Shingo captured the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. What a night that LIJ had, as you'll find out more later on. Roppongi 3K, I love Sho and Yo. They are very, very good competitors. I know they're going to be heavily involved in the future of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I can't wait to see that coming. But Chaos did not have the best night tonight either. We'll talk about that more. Next up, the IWGP Tag Team Championships, Heavyweight Tag Team Championships were on the line in a three-way heavyweight match. We have the good guy, Tama Tonga, and the Silverback Tangaloa of the BCOG versus Evil and Sonata of LIJ versus the Young Bucks of the Elite. And what a match we had here. I was actually very much looking forward to this match, most likely because Tama Tonga is my favorite thing about New Japan Pro Wrestling. The guy is an incredible athlete, but his character and charisma is off the charts, man. He's also a great wrestler. Tama Tonga is the full package. If New Japan's not going to make him a heavyweight star, man, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to be that guy, but he should be. He totally should be. Man, but okay. This match was very, very good, and I don't care what anybody says. I know the Young Bucks really didn't deserve to be in there, but they make these type of matches very, very fun and interesting. Anytime I find myself watching a Young Bucks match, even though I'm like, wow, this match again, no, they are, without a doubt, probably one of the best tag teams in the world of professional wrestling. Evil and Sonata, I am a huge, huge fan of Evil and Sonata. I'm a huge fan of all three of these teams. Just wish they would, New Japan would bring more fresh blood in for the tag team divisions and mix it up a little bit. But Tama Tonga and Tangaloa did have Jado and Bad Luck Fale by their side. Tama Tonga had a couple comedy spots in this match where he was trying to stop Tangaloa from cheating and stopping Jado from cheating. They're the good guys now. He's no longer the bad boy. It's a new year, turn a new leaf. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't think it'll last past New Beginning, maybe even not past New Year's Dash. But Evil and Sonata did get the victory with they hit a Magic Killer, I believe, and Sonata then hit a Moonsault to get the pinfall victory for LIJ, for his team. And like I said, LIJ was on the roll the entire night. And Evil and Sonata get the victory. Hopefully they get a nice little reign with those IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Very well deserved. Shout out to those two right there. Next up, we got the owner, or one of the executives of AEW, I believe his name, All Elite Wrestling. Yes, AEW. Cody Rhodes, the IWGP United States Champion, went one-on-one with the flamboyant Juice Robinson. I'm not even saying heck of a match. It was a good match. It was a good match. It was fine. It wasn't anything great, but it wasn't bad, and it wasn't like average. It was an IWGP United States Championship match. It was what it should have been. Wasn't really given that much time. The match kind of actually felt rushed, but to me, it was fine. Cody, you could like the way commentary was playing it up. They were kind of playing up. This was maybe Cody's last match in New Japan. They kept playing up the fact that his gear was Jacksonville Jaguars inspired. You all know the owner of the company is the Jacksonville Jaguars owner. Cody was playing the heel role, which he usually does in New Japan, but the way the commentary was playing it up, it kind of felt like they were pointing towards this being like maybe Cody's last match, along with maybe the Bucks' last match in New Japan Pro Wrestling for a while. So the story here, was Juice not being able to defeat Cody after their first two encounters. I believe one was at They said Strong Style Evolved, and the other one was at Wrestle Kingdom 11. Yes, Wrestle Kingdom 11. And he finally did it, and he hit the Pulp Friction. But, he didn't want to go for the cover. He hit another one as an emphatic statement. Juice Robinson is your new IWGP United States champion. Am I mistaken? He's a 2-time IWGP United States champion now. Great performance by Juice Robinson. Can't wait to see who his next opponent will be, because one guy I thought would maybe be his next opponent is going for the heavyweight championship. We'll talk about that more. Next up, we got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Kushida going one-on-one with the Bone Soldier of the Bullet Club, Taiji Ishimori. A damn good match. A damn good Junior Heavyweight match. Kushida, the ace of that division, did a phenomenal job. His entrance was pretty funny there with Taguchi and the mini Kushida. That was actually pretty funny, and it made me laugh a little bit. The match itself was very, very good. Like I said, I really didn't take much notes on the earlier match. I just took notes on the main event matches, which were all incredible. I wouldn't say this was my match of the night. My match of the night was Naito and Jericho. But this match was very, very close to it. These two tore the house down. Ishimori is your new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. So some gold coming into the Bullet Club. But I believe right now he's the only one in Bullet Club holding gold. That should change soon. But his finishing move is a Bloody Cross, which actually looks like a variation of the Bloody Sunday. He lifts him up like the Bloody Sunday and just hits him on his knees. So, not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's a little tribute, or maybe Ishimori's been using that move for a long time. I just never noticed, because honestly, this is my first time ever seeing Ishimori wrestle. I never watched him. I believe he wrestled Impact. Never watched him. Like I said, I took a couple months off watching any pro wrestling for a while. So maybe he's been using that. Correct me in the comment section. Next up, we have a special singles match. Kazuchika Okada going one-on-one against Switchblade Jay White. The story arc of a year-long rivalry. And I was so pleased with the outcome, I almost freaking celebrated. Like, jumped up and celebrated, which I did, but I almost went crazy with the celebration. This has truly come full circle. Kazuchika Okada came out, and I believe it was his original Rainmaker theme he came out with tonight. Not the remix version. And he came out with his Rainmaker robe, not a shirt, his Rainmaker robe. He did his full Rainmaker entrance. He takes off like this, almost like a Rikishi type skirt or whatever. And he takes it off, and it reveals he is back on the old Rainmaker trunks, and the pants are gone. He's back to the original Rainmaker. And it wasn't enough, guys. Oh my God. The match got really, really great towards the end. And the story was being told of Okada. He's going back to his old self. Is this a rebirth of Okada? Kind of like how last year was the rebirth of Tanahashi. And Okada hits the Rainmaker pose for the first time in months, apparently, what the commentary said. And he ends up going for the Rainmaker. And Switchblade Jay White hits the Blade Runner one time. 1, 2, 3. And Jay White is... Let's say it. I was getting ready to say he won a championship, but he did it. But holy crap, he beat Okada. Clean. The new era has truly begun. Jay White defeated Kazuchika Okada. Like, oh, guys, you don't know how happy I truly was when I saw that. I was ecstatic. Jay White deserves everything. That man, oh my God. That man is really damn good. He deserves to be a leader of BCOG, okay? Jay White with the victory. Next up, we got Jericho versus Naito, another year-long story. Jericho comes out with this amazing entrance, and so does Naito. Jericho's on the apron, but Naito is no longer tranquilo in this match. He goes at Jericho, beating his ass. This was a brawl for really a long time. This was really a long brawl. I'm sorry if I'm like skimming over stuff. I really don't want to keep you guys here for too long. I hate when reviews go way too long. So, Jericho was being attacked, and then Jericho starts beating the shit out of Naito, beating his ass, honestly, and they're going at it for a long time. This is a pretty damn good match. Naito hit some nasty spots on Jericho with the chair, a German suplex onto a chair, a DDT onto a chair. Jericho hit 2 code breakers, and Naito kicked out both times. The first one, I kind of popped for it, but the second one, I was like, oh my god, this match is amazing. Naito hits a Destino, doesn't work. Naito hits Jericho with the championship belt. Then it's a Destino for the 1, the 2, the 3, and Tetsuya Naito is once again the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. What a hell of a match. The IWGP IC Championship is back where it belongs, and Naito is back on top. The main event of the evening was Kenny Omega and Hiroshi Tanahashi. According to commentary, the longest Tokyo Dome main event ever in New Japan's history. These two went at it, and the story of the match that was being told was Tanahashi thought Omega was disgracing New Japan, the way he acted, the way he carried himself as a champion. And, Omega basically felt he wants to change the world, and, he felt Tanahashi's time was up. It was time for Tanahashi to let go. And these two went at it. And Omega was beating the shit out of Tanahashi for a while. Then Tanahashi hit that damn dragon screw. He was working over the leg of Omega the entire match, and shit got really good. Tanahashi even hit a Styles Clash. If you guys remember, 3 years ago now. 3 years ago. Kenny Omega kicked AJ Styles out of the Bullet Club. Talk about storytelling. There was a table set up on the outside. And Tanahashi, being the good guy that he is, he didn't want to use it. But eventually, desperate times called for desperate measures. And Tanahashi went for a high fly flow onto Omega, onto the outside. But Omega moves, and Tanahashi crashes through the table. He tried to play Kenny Omega's game. It didn't work. Omega, back in the ring, hit a sling blade and a high fly flow of his own. But Tanahashi kicked out at 1. He hit a crossbody, hit a high fly flow, and Omega kicks out. These two are going back and forth. Omega once again hits a V trigger, goes for the One Wing Angel, it's reversed. Tanahashi hits a sling blade, a high fly flow, the second and the last, as Hiroshi Tanahashi, for the 8th time in his illustrious career, is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The longest match in Tokyo Dome history from New Japan Pro Wrestling. What an amazing, amazing event, an amazing match. And I cannot wait to watch New Year's Dash tomorrow and give you guys the latest updates and news for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm going to go nap because I am tired as hell. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching this video. Make sure you like it, you comment, you subscribe. All love. Peace.